Welcome to Orange Technical College Mid-Florida Campus Career Services. This is Tips from the Pros. We want to offer what we believe some relevant and useful information from our instructors who we refer to as our pros. Today, our guest pro is Mrs. Veronica Anderson, who is our EMT program instructor. Mrs. Anderson, welcome and thank you for being our special pro guest today.
Well, thank you for having me.
Let's get started with the first question. For the benefit of those who don't know, tell us what the EMT program is.
EMT stands for Emergency Medical Technician. This is a professionally rewarding program for those that want to help in a fast-paced medical field.
Okay, great. Okay, let's move on to our second question. What are some basic skills or requirements needed for anyone wanting to work in this field, and how does your program help prepare them?
Well, it prepares them cognitively and kinesthetically. This is what we call, where we measure what's on the outside, so we'll know what's going on the inside. We do this through vital signs, becoming certified in life-saving skills such as CPR, AED, bleeding control, bandaging, splinting, assisting in childbirth, and many other medical and trauma hands-on skills. This is approved through DOH, DOE, DOT, and the medical director. Then you're certified through the National Registry of EMT.
Okay, great. Sounds like that program is chocked with a lot of great information and skill learning. So on to the next question then. So what kind of employment opportunities might be available to students considering, or anyone in this field, considering the times that we live in?
Well, it starts off as a first responder, of course. You can also become a medical dispatcher in 911 service, personnel in the trauma center in the emergency department, ambulance companies, or firefighter. You can also get a job at SeaWorld as a first responder as well. So just as you would say that this is a precursor for knowledge of the medical field for those interested in becoming a paramedic, trauma nurse, or a doctor.
Great. I like that part when you said a job at SeaWorld. Sounds like
Oh,
that
yeah,
could be a fun experience.
it
So,
is.
okay, here's our third question for you. Are there any do's and don'ts or recommendations for those who will be re-entering the workplace, no matter what that workplace is, considering the virus is still a major threat?
Well, we have to follow the district guidelines and rules. As a caregiver myself, this is about personal safety, as well as keeping others safe and your family safe. We utilize what we call BSI, which is body substance isolation, which is a barrier, such as your gloves or your goggles. And we also have PPE, which is your personal protective equipment. And those are things also as your mask, gloves, and so forth. But also part of your BSI, the greatest thing is hand washing.
Hand washing over and over and over again, right? They say
Yes.
about 20 seconds or so, at least a minimum.
Well, yes, but when I train you, there's a certain way that we wash our hands to keep
Okay.
ourselves safe.
Okay, great, great. Well, thank you for that useful information about the EMT program, and I'm sure it's been helpful to a lot of folk. And if any of you are interested in more information about the program, simply go to orangetechcollege.net. That's orangetechcollege.net. Locate and click on admissions near the top. Scroll down to request information, then complete the form that pops up. I'm Tom Lovett. Thank you for joining us, and I hope you have a wonderful and safe rest of the day.